Hey, what's going on? In this video, I'm going to talk about dating after awakening. Is it just me or does it kind of suck? I look at who I was when I was 18 in 1998 when I met my ex-wife and how I acted, and I'm like, how did I secure a relationship with that woman? Like, I was a wild animal. And, now that I've gone through my awakening and been in the dating pool for the last 3 years, it didn't take long when I jumped into the dating pool to get my ass dragged through the gutter and learn some things the hard way, right? So I turned to, the Playboys on YouTube to find out how the heck to date in the year 2020. And the things that I learned because I've been on my healing journey for so long, I realized that it's basically manipulative psychology. And I realized the deeper meanings behind all these because I've done the shadow work, I've done the childhood trauma. Not that I'm finished, but at least I started it, right? And the things that they teach you, they say, okay, never show a girl too much interest. Make sure she knows you have lots of options, all these kind of things. And it's like, okay, well, why do girls go for the guys who don't really want them? And why do girls go for the guys who have lots of options? Well, let's look at that. Girls want the guys who have lots of options because it makes them feel as if they secured a catch, and it makes them feel special and empowered. And the way to get over this is for the ladies to realize that they are the catch. One thing I've come to realize after 3 years of divorce is that having a good woman in your presence is invaluable. I've done okay on my own, but there's just something about being in front of a beautiful woman that, makes it hard not to be damn happy to be alive. You know what I mean? It's just so grounding. And anyways, if women would realize what they bring to a man's life, then they wouldn't need to feel as if they're not the prize. And so now let's look at why do girls go for the guys who don't show much interest. And unfortunately, what I've come to realize is that a lot of the things we do in our adult years stems from the childhood trauma that we have not healed. And so when a girl meets a guy who doesn't show that much interest, unfortunately, if she was raised in an environment where her family did not emotionally show her enough support, which most families on planet Earth did not show their kids enough emotional support, they feel that this is a familiar energy, and subconsciously they feel that if they can start to get the attention from this person, that they will heal that trauma they had of not receiving the emotions from their parents. I look back to who I was when I was dating, my early 20s. I was an alcoholic, a gambler, hanging out at nightclubs, partying all the time. And, I would do things like cancel dates with my ex-wife to go hang out with the boys, to go drinking. I'd drop her off at home. I'd go hang out at the nightclub with all my fellas and, get shit-faced, and we'd have a bunch of mutual friends, so she would find out, a bunch of drama, flirting with girls, all this stuff. And the things that I did, it landed me a relationship with her, and I'm just like, how did that ever transpire into anything? I remember this one time we're at a restaurant and she's like, can you buy me a coffee? I'm waiting for money to come in for payday. And my response was like, didn't I buy you a coffee last week? My demeanor has changed so much. It's like, I might say that now as a joke, but there'd be no meaning behind it. I look at who I've become, and it's like the complete opposite of how you're supposed to be in the dating world. I found out the hard way. You show up with flowers and tell the girl you think she's beautiful, it's just not gonna get you anywhere. And I look at, how I am now. It's like I'm 43 years old. My main focus is career. I would like to, meet someone that's kind of drama free and just, easy going. But from what I've come to realize is that, you know, dating nowadays is just a headache and I've kind of given up on it. Another thing that I've come to realize is that when you do a bunch of shadow work and you become conscious of energy, you know, I look at, in my early 20s, I had this like lust energy, right? Which I know is a demonic energy. But I could just look at a beautiful woman and that would be enough to want to sleep with her. And now it's like, I look at a beautiful woman, I can't help but to wonder, you know, what's on the inside, you know, where's her heart at? Is this someone that is addicted to drama and is gossiping? You know, I start to question the energy that's behind the physical beauty. Now it's like, I look at a beautiful woman walking down the street and I'm just like, I could go approach her, but what's the point? She's got 5 or 6 guys in a rotation and just be nothing but a headache, you know? So things have changed. It's just a totally new ball game, dating after awakening. And I'm just like, you know, I don't know if I'm down to play all these games you got to play to pique a woman's interest. So I don't know what future holds in that direction, but time will tell. That's all I got. Thanks for watching, everyone.